After 3 years of learning, growing, and listening closely to the voices of our community, we find ourselves ready to bring back one of our most popular keyboards ever, the 65. For us, this project was a labor of love, and we went into it with great care and attention to detail in order to preserve the defining elements of the original 65, while simultaneously revisiting every detail to bring the keyboard up to date with the advancements we've made over the past few years. The 65 originally launched in 2021 and defined an era of customization and personalization in mechanical keyboards. It was our first board that was accompanied by an online configurator that showed a real-time visualization of your board. It featured multiple mounting systems and a bold accent that could be quickly swapped out to give the board a new look. Carrying on with these themes, the new 65 offers deep customization with a 2-piece chassis, multiple mounting styles with isolated top mount and lattice mount, an internal weight with a badge, and a spectrum of new colors and materials. This board combines the best features of the original with exciting new enhancements. The new 65 keeps the most distinctive elements of the original with a fresh facelift, removing sharp edges, solving manufacturing challenges, keeping exterior screws hidden, adding new materials and colorways, expanding on mounting options, all while retaining a silhouette that stays true to the original. Today we're going to walk you through all the updates we've made to the 65 and why it's one of our best boards yet. When talking about the new 65, what better place to start than with the accent? In many ways, the visible accent bar running across the top of the board was the most visually distinctive feature of the original 65. Magnets embedded in the accent made it quick and easy to change the accent out, and not to mention an extremely satisfying experience. Staying true to its original form, the magnetic accent is returning on the new 65, this time with a modified design, making the use of magnets more practical, causing less warping, and resulting in a more secure fit. We're bringing back premium metal options including multicolor PVD steel and bead blasted and clear coated brass. Another returning favorite is polished stainless steel, this time alongside a brand new PVD brass black mirror option. These mirrored options look gorgeous paired with our Anthracite and Obscura keycap sets, and other popular neutral sets like GMK Modern Dolce Light. Building on the use of natural hardwoods on recent releases, we're excited to offer accents in both walnut and hard maple. These wooden accents offer a pleasant contrast to the anodized and E-coated chassis finishes. Each piece has its own distinct green pattern, adding a touch of elegance to the board that you'll appreciate every time that you sit down at your desk. We're also introducing a beautiful new finish that we are calling Dawn. Dawn is a new anodized option in a warm golden hue that complements a variety of neutral keycap sets. It's really stunning and we look forward to seeing how you use it in your builds. And finally, we've developed a new copper accent that features a CNC micro-machined fluting pattern that you can get a glimpse of from the top and fully enjoy head-on. To create this unique texture, we specially designed a new cutting tool just for these accents. With 8 different options available at launch, you'll be able to build an endgame configuration that matches any of your favorite keycap sets. Flipping the board over, we can now take a look at some of the changes made on the bottom. With the launch of the Tempo, we moved away from adhesives on our boards and continued this trend with the 65, featuring pressed-in silicone feet that we've given a cleaner, more rectangular design. The bottom of the 65 features a new circular internal weight that not only contributes to the keyboard's heft, but also adds visual interest to the bottom of the board. Coupled with an inner badge matched to the bottom case, you can create an elegant two-tone look, or create some fascinating visual effects with extra badges for different looks. And this even opens up room for your own unique DIY badge solutions and new materials down the road. Weights will be available in copper, brass, E-white, black mirror, silver mirror, and the new Dawn colorway. Badges will be available in all the same finishes as the bottom case. Between a customizable top, bottom, accent, weight, and badge, there are literally tens of thousands of possibilities to choose from. We've been sharing some early Mode 65 leaks and content on our own Discord server for the past few weeks, and many of you have asked how the 65 is different from the Envoy, a 65% layout board we launched last year. To answer that question, we thought it would be helpful to describe some aspects of the chassis and mounting system design between the Envoy, 65, and some of our other boards. The 65's 2-piece chassis design allows you to personalize the keyboard's aesthetics, weight, and sound profile by selecting from a variety of bottom cases. This approach allows for a significant increase in the keyboard's overall weight, especially when opting for a copper bottom case, which can more than double the maximum possible weight compared to the Envoy. In contrast to the 65, the Envoy utilizes a sleek unibody construction which we optimized for a seamless exterior design and affordability by minimizing the number of components used. This streamlined construction on the Envoy approach provides a seamless, integrated look, but it limits the level of visual customization that can be achieved with the chassis alone. We introduced the lattice mounting system on the Envoy and have since adapted it for use on the Tempo, Loop, and now the 65, learning and improving on it with each new design. The implementation of the lattice mount on the Envoy involved first slotting the mounting blocks into the chassis and then dropping the internal assembly of the plate and PCB onto the lattice blocks. These blocks were made substantially larger on the Tempo, where we also started to experiment with half lattice blocks for mixing and matching typing feel. 2 retaining screws secured the plate and PCB assembly from the top, ensuring that the plate and PCB wouldn't fall out of the case when it was inverted, but still allowing the entire internal assembly to flex on the lattice blocks when you push down on them. The loop iteration was a completely new take on the original approach, made possible by the 2-piece chassis nature of the Loop TKL. We were able to add plate tabs to this iteration, extending off the edge of the plate that were used for isolated top mount on the original 65, Sonnet, and 80 2022 revision. The lattice blocks in the Loop slide over these plate tabs and are sandwiched between the top and bottom case when the chassis is closed. The new 65 adopts a nuanced approach to the lattice mount system, similar to the mode Loop, where lattice blocks slide over the tabs on the plate and are captured between the top and bottom cases. This method offers a luxurious typing feel that can be tuned with one of the 4 available mounting block types included with the board, providing a high degree of customization in terms of typing experience. With the 65, we've also introduced a 5th block that we're calling a top mount block, which allows you to configure the board in the classic isolated top mounting approach, where screws are used to fasten the internal assembly to the top case. On the original 65 and Sonnet, isolated top mount used small silicone caps that slid over the plate tabs and isolated the plate from the chassis for an optimal acoustic profile. On this version of the 65, the isolated top mount blocks not only isolate the plate from the chassis, but also fill the space that is occupied by the lattice blocks when you're using the lattice mount. With the launch of the new 65, we're introducing a new palette of colors and finishes, featuring classic staple colorways like black, silver, and E-white, to newer fan favorites like green and crema. The original beloved blue-gray finish will also be returning, as well as frosted polycarbonate top and bottom cases. The 65 bottom case selection includes black, E-white, crema, frosted polycarbonate, and a few more premium options including silver mirror, brass, and copper. Great options for those looking to spec up their board with a heftier build. The reintroduction of the polycarbonate bottom and top cases means a whole new layer of customization with the Underglow PCB, which is compatible with all of our 65% layout boards, and provides a glow that can be customized to be subtle or striking. Combined with the widest selection of plate materials we've ever offered, coupled with the new top mount and lattice mount blocks, the 65 caters to a wide range of preferences, ensuring a sound profile and typing experience that is just right for you. The new Mode 65 pre-orders go live on April 17th at 1:00 PM Eastern, starting at just $249. The first production batch for the 65 is already en route to us here, with fulfillment estimated to begin this May before moving to an in-stock status. We're counting down the days to seeing these boards in your hands and the endless build possibilities available. And as always, for any technical questions, order help, or any other inquiries, feel free to email our support team at support@modedesigns.com. And of course, here are a few sound tests for you to enjoy.